everybody, and welcome to a special live stream on the Nitsedge Nobel Twitch channel, as well as if you're watching this on the vlog, which will be going up immediately after, on the Nitsedge Nobel YouTube channel. My name is Nitsedge. And, shit, my computer monitor turned off. Let me see if I can fix that real quick here. Technical issues right away. Technical issues, go away. Sorry about this technical issue, taking time away from the stream. I see the problem. Okay. That's the technical issues sorted out. So, fresh start. Hello everybody. Just let me pull my TV over so I can actually see what we're reacting to today. Alright, and fresh start. Fresh start. Hello everybody, and welcome to another live stream on the Nitsedge Nobel Twitch channel. My name is Nitsedge, and today we are reacting to the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, also known as Tears of the Kingdom trailers. Today, they just dropped the gameplay trailer, and I have not yet reacted to it. Additionally, on Monday, we will be doing a 25 follower special, where we will be letting chat vote on what game we play each hour for, well, actually from the end of the Splatfest. So we will be letting chat vote on what game we play every hour from exactly 6 a.m. through till I have to go for my doctor's appointment that night. So, the doctor's appointment's in the morning. Anyway, from the doctor's appointment through till I gotta go to bed, 25 hours. We will be letting chat vote on what game we play for a straight 25 hours after the start of the stream, to make it special. And today, we are reacting to Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. This is its first trailer, released all of 6 months ago. No, I should confess I have seen this trailer. Now, there's been a lot of speculation about who that is. Whether that's Hylia, or whether that's the Zonai, or what, but that's quite interesting. I'm largely of the opinion that it's a representation of Hylia, given the 7 orbs around her and Zelda being there. I think it's reference to the 7 sages that sealed Ganon away back in ALTP, A Link to the Past. Alright, and this is one of the mechanics for getting up to the Sky Islands. Now, I've seen some speculation. The first evidence of this was Bob Wolf from the Wolf Den podcast, from the Wolf Den and the Nintendo podcast, commenting, yes, the 7 Sages and Zelda. They haven't really shown up as a thing since A Link to the Past. And there's the release date, which is May 12th, 2023, which is in not too long. Alright, and here is the official trailer 2. Now, I haven't seen the gameplay trailers, the gameplay thing that they released just 2 hours ago. So this is interesting. They've added new dragon enemies, which I don't think are a reference to any previous Zelda thing. And there's what looks to be a massive outlined creature that's powered by some mystical green energy. Hey, Implord, welcome. Yeah, I can't wait for the game either.
Rise, my servants. Sweep over Hyrule. Eliminate this kingdom and her allies. Leave no survivors.
So when this comes out, I will be doing a live stream where I play through the first, through the Great Plateau tutorial area, assuming that you start on the Great Plateau like you did in the original Legend of Zelda. Well, yeah, but those are, like, different dragons. These are, like, proper European dragons. Now, those constructs are interesting.
But Link, I am not sure you'll be able to stop him.
In other words... So, those big constructs, there's a lot of speculation about whether or not you'll be able to build your own thing like that giant golem. Like, given that you can pull a tire out and build stuff like that, it seems to be running on the same magical green stuff.
Please, lend him your power.
I'm not sure what you mean by Mercer. Sorry about that. And now we're going to be watching the thing that just released 2 hours ago, and I will actually be ignoring chat once I get an explanation for the Mercer thing, because I don't want spoilers. I will be making it impossible for myself to see chat. So I just want an explanation on the Mercer thing, because I'm a bit confused there. Oh, and by the way, I'm actually doing this all live from my Nintendo Switch. And after this, we will be taking a quick break so I can have breakfast. I literally woke up, saw that Tears of the Kingdom had launched a new thing, and went, well, guess this is what I'm doing today, to start things off. So I literally found the trailers on YouTube, and I'm doing this now. Alright, I'm not sure I'm going to get an explanation on the Mercer thing, so I'm going to make it impossible for myself to see chat by taking down my chat monitor and putting it on my chair's arm, and hopping into the gameplay trailer released 2 hours ago.
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. First, I have some news. Development on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete. Thank you very much for waiting. Many of you are looking forward to this game.
Me, myself included.
A few trailers so far.
Yes, we just saw them live.
Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like.
Okay.
Okay? Let's begin. Here we are, in the land of Hyrule. Like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, there's a vast world to explore.
Okay, so it doesn't look like they've done much to the engine.
It's changed in many ways. If we talk about all of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches.
Link does look really cute in the garb he's in.
In this game, the vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll notice some landmasses floating up there. We call them Sky Islands.
They're by Dueling Peaks right now. I can tell because it's the
You're
split
probably
mountain.
wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up?
Oh, Dueling Peaks has a stable now. That's going to be
If we take a
interesting.
look, oh, something's falling from the sky. Do you see it? I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it. We're almost at the spot where the object fell. Here it is.
Hey, welcome, viewer.
Let's use one of Link's new abilities. If you do this on the rock that just fell,
Oh, that's how the rewind stuff is
look,
gonna
it
work.
started rising. This power is known as recall, which rewinds an object's movement.
No, it's interesting. They
Since I
originally
just
had
used
Link grappling
recall
on the
from falling
side of
rock,
it.
I can now rise into the sky. We're a lot
Or not
closer to the
grappling,
Sky
but
Islands.
holding onto the side of it the
Let's
same way
use
he
the
would
paraglider
climb.
to reach one of them. There
Ah,
are a few other
paraglider's
Sky
back.
Islands floating here too. I made it. There are lots of ways to reach the Sky
Okay,
Islands,
so this
we
looks like
hope
some
you'll
sort
try
of
a few different
Zonai
methods.
ruin.
Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island. Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures. Some trees are also growing here. You won't see many
Actually,
of those
I
yellow
can
trees
check
on the
that right
surface,
after
though.
we're done this, but I don't think Dueling Peaks
Let's walk
did.
around for a bit.
Or, sorry, I
branch
should say
on the
not on the
ground.
side he was on of
When you
it.
find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later. Let's continue. Oh, something's there. This is a brand new enemy called a construct. We'll fight it using the branch we just picked up.
Huh, got the name of those
broke.
right.
Not good, not good. Quick, get another branch and... we defeated it.
I'm curious if these are more like... Hey, actually, Zonai was
We've now
right.
explored more of this Sky Island. As expected, fighting with just a branch won't get us very far. Also, this branch is almost broken. So here's another one of Link's new abilities. If we use this branch and the rock over here, and do this, look, we can stick them together.
Oh!
We created a makeshift hammer.
They've created a
This
crafting
is
mechanic.
called
That's...
fuse.
What the...
You
That's
can stick
awesome!
objects together to create new weapons with various effects. Let's take
Okay.
on another construct,
I'd
which
actually
is
love to
fused
see how
weapons.
this works in game. Like, can you
We're
like take
dealing with two of them at
broken
once.
bits of like weapons and shit and glue them together? Because like that would be absolutely just awesome. Or like if you can take like the elemental like chooch jellies, like get an electric like thing that
The other branch
wouldn't
is
normally be
broken, but this
electric.
weapon has
Holy
much better
shit, that's
durability.
awesome.
You can do all sorts of things by experimenting with the fuse ability.
Oh
You
yeah,
can
the
fuse two
Zonai
weapons, for
constructs
example.
do look quite
If you
adorable.
take this long stick and fuse it with a pitchfork, we can create a weapon with a much longer attack range.
Oh, you can use these on weapons.
With
Okay.
this, we don't have to get too close to enemies, and we can safely attack from a distance. You can also fuse arrows with materials in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow. Fuse an ice elemental material to an arrow and you can freeze
Holy
far
shit,
away
they're
enemies.
doing that stuff with the chooch jelly. Holy shit. Yes, they are. What
In addition,
the fuck? That is
there's a bird
awesome.
flying
This is what people have been talking about wanting in Breath of the
You might
Wild
feel
for
that aiming with an
ages.
arrow is too difficult. Apparently, my eyes can't track fast-moving objects as of late, so my shots rarely land. So, at times like these, here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters. Fuse it to an arrow and...
No, Kinesi eyeball.
it homes
It's a
in on the
homing
target.
missile.
Let's try this on another bird.
Oh, he does not look ridiculous. He looks
I'll just fire in
adorable.
that
He
general
looks so
direction.
cute.
It's very simple. Depending on what you stick together, the fuse ability could also be beneficial for hunting.
I wouldn't wonder if you could, like, cook enemies alive.
I fused a mushroom to my shield. Now, you're probably wondering if this has any use. Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with this. I blocked with the shield. Okay, there's smoke now. The enemy's lost sight of Link, so... attack!
Oh,
Even if you struggle with combat, you can take down enemies using
that's actually a
similar
really
methods.
interesting evolution of combat.
In the previous game, you'd usually get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies. But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate. Some of the Sky Islands even have rivers.
Okay,
We'll
that's
wanna
kind of
cross
neat.
This one, but swimming across it, well, the river's too wide for that. We
Yeah,
need
that's
a boat.
fair. At least with that low of
Of
stamina.
course, there isn't anything that resembles a boat around here. So, we'll lift up this log and attach it to a second log. Let's do one more.
Oh,
Bring this over
okay.
here
So you don't
and
really need a
attach
hub
third log.
object.
It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability called Ultra.
Or, a fuse block.
Even though the logs are currently attached, they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft. You can always attach things or detach them like this.
Because there's a lot of speculation about whether or not you'd be able to, if you'd need, like, a third block.
It's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat. However, it won't move in its current state, so we'll need something to propel it forward.
Okay, okay.
There's something here. Let's try hitting it.
Ah,
Oh, wind. It's blowing wind. Looks like we found a fan. Why don't we try attaching it? We'll attach another one. This should make
they're
the boat
making
well
a
balanced.
they're making a hovercraft, but it's out of wood. Okay, that's one thing I'm gonna have to try in the
Okay,
game is if
they're
I can
attached.
actually make a proper hovercraft that can
Alright,
like go
let's try
across
moving
like
the boat.
land and sea.
Hey, it's moving. It's sailing pretty fast with the wind from the fans. Since we added 2 fans, we should be able to cross the river in no time. All right, we reached the other side.
The heck was
In
that
the most
thing?
recent trailer, we showed scenes of Link riding a large
No, 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 no,
car.
no, no, no! You don't get to blow past what that thing was.
It's sailing pretty fast with the wind from the fans. Since we added 2 fans, we should be able to cross the river in no time. All right, we reached the other side.
You don't get to blow past what
Since
that
we
thing
added
is.
2 fans, we should be able to cross the river.
It's
in
definitely
no
got like a
time.
name thing above it, so it's
All right, we reached the other side.
some sort of like snake dragon creature. That's actually really cool. Okay, and it's not
In the
hostile.
most recent trailer, we showed scenes of Link riding a large car and a flying machine. Those vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be able to freely craft them on your own. There are all sorts of objects you'll come across in this game. And depending on how you use your imagination, you can do a lot with them. So, try crafting different things and explore this world at your leisure. There are even more
Okay.
new abilities. Take this building over here. Okay, watch this. Look,
Oh, yes, the
I
dive
passed right through
ability.
the ceiling. This new ability is called Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling, you can go through.
It's funny, everyone I know has been calling it the dive ability, despite the fact that you go straight
floor
up,
above you.
as opposed to straight down.
There are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere. For example, this place has a cave with a hill right above it. If we use the ability here,
Who is that?
with a hill right above it. If we use the ability here,
That looks to be like another one of them snake creatures. They haven't talked about them snake creatures. Why aren't they talking about them snake creatures? Anyway.
come on, keep going. Okay, we emerged at the top of the hill. In the previous game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain. But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right? Exactly. Oh, there's another construct.
They mentioned caves. I wonder if there'll be all
It seems
sorts
to be
of
holding a
traps and
strange weapon.
stuff.
Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out a bit
Oh,
differently
so you'll
from the
be able to
previous game.
see what... So you'll be able to see fused weapons that
It
you might
blew
be
me
able to
away with
make.
wind. Looks like it's got some sort of fan. Ah! I got pushed off! Oh well, let's just return to the surface. You can quickly descend from the sky to the surface like this. It feels so good. In the sky, you'll be able to look out across the land. You can also search for destinations that pique your interest.
Well,
Once
that'll
you've
make
chosen your destination,
planning out where to go a little bit
you can
easier.
speed things up, like this. Let's dive into this river. And we're back on the surface. There are still so many things I'd like to show you, but let's leave it at that for now. What did you think?
Wait. There's no
Some
talk
of
about the
you
underground
abilities were
areas.
updated from the previous game. I'm sure some of you watching me play
I
will
still
think,
want to know about the underground
"Wait,
areas.
If you could do that, then maybe you could do this too. In this game, you can do a lot of things just by thinking about what's even possible. There's still a lot of new gameplay, mysteries, and encounters we couldn't show today, but they're all jam-packed into this unfamiliar Hyrule, and we hope you'll use your imagination to explore it. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.
Okay, so that's the trailer over, I think. So I am going to return to seeing chat. And they've confirmed that it's going to be coming out May 12th. Okay, so I'm going back to see chat because I have not been able to see what you guys have been saying. Oh, holy crap. Zelda OLED? Holy shit. They're making a Zelda OLED. Well, holy motherfucker. Shit. That looks feckin' nice. That looks nice. Oh, and they've put out a Pro Controller too? Oh, damn, now I wish I had the money to do that. And, like, just get those. Okay, so I'm going to quickly read what chat has said since I've been AWOL. Mercer. Okay, no explanation of the Mercer thing. Joke's on you, you have no spoilers. Well, you've now seen the trailer, so... Hey. Didn't Dueling Peaks always have a stable? I don't think it did on the side that they were coming from, because it looked to me like they were coming from, like, the center heading to the east. And there is a stable, but it's on the west side of Dueling Peaks, and it looked to me like they were coming from the east, where you can find the big, oh, you know what it's called, the Spire Tower, and I don't think that there's one there. So, yeah, the Zonai constructs are fairly adorable by robot standards. I've seen some fairly cute robots in my day, actually, but, yeah, there are all sorts of cute robots, and I think the Zonai constructs really are cute. And yes, they have crafting. I'm assuming by good kush, that's either a reference to the leaf or to the mushroom. I'm not sure. At least you can have a mega mop. Oh, I would so... You know what? I would so totally do a mega mop playthrough where I only exclusively play with mops as what I do on stream. Like, oh no, my mop broke. Time to take a stick and put a mop on it. And my inventory is just full of sticks and mops, and that's it. Yeah, they had that puff shroom that like puffed up and sort of gave you a stealth mechanic and let you get a surprise hit, just like if you'd snuck up on it. That was really interesting. Yeah. The vehicle crafting, that's something that's been speculated about for a while, especially after the second trailer, a month ago. There's been quite a lot of speculation about all that stuff. So, oh, it's starting to play on the side. So there's been a lot of speculation about that sort of thing. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. I don't sound like Matt Mercer, though. So you think the little worm snake guy with the big eyes looks just like the Zonai Constant? That's possible. That's possible, given that one of the first ones that they showed had, like, white, like, ellipsoid orbs on the side of its shoulders, and these things seem to have a similar shaped thing on the side of their heads. I'm thinking more towards, like, a lizard snake thing, but I can also see them being, like, a passive Zonai construct. Yes, he does. He did have a giant pizza paddle to throw you around. You thought it looked like the west side. Okay. Well, let's settle this. Let's skip to here.
How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up? If we take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky. Do you see it? I wonder what that is.
Pause this. So let me think about this. If north was north there, east. You're right, they are actually on the west side. That's my bad. I thought they were on the east side, because it looked to me like they were on the east side. Now, it's entirely possible that the geography around Dueling Peaks is different as well. But it just looked to me like, this was
we're almost at
the west side, or the east side.
Here it is.
Okay, yeah, to me it looked like they were on the east side, but now looking at the compass properly, they're definitely on the west side. Actually, are they? North, east, south, west. So if north is there in relation to it, then they must be. Okay, I gotta think about the compass for a minute.
If we take a look,
because that's actually gonna mess with me. So, north is there, south is there, west must be there, and so east must be there. No, they are on the east side. Because if you imagine that there's a line out going straight from the tip of north, you'll hit south on the compass, and then it goes never eat soggy wheat, northeast, southwest. That's the mnemonic. So they've got to be on the east, don't they? I got to pull up a compass, because maybe I've got east and west mixed up, but I think... Yeah, they're on the east side. Well, yeah, that's because he doesn't have it locked. I lock my compass straight north, which means that I don't have a good sense of the relative direction of things. But if you imagine a line stretching out from north to south, like to the opposite side of the north, then align it so that way the north would be at the top. What's on the right is east and what's on the left is west. So if you imagine that line, then he's on the east side of it, by the looks of it. And he looks to be right on the borderline between two areas, so they might even not be like the Akala region and the Hateno region and whatnot. Like, here, if... I don't know if I'm able to rotate assets. I'm not going to try and do that with that. I'm going to just quickly see if I can. No, okay, I can't rotate assets, but I'd drop in a compass if I could, and I'd rotate it. So that way north was facing down. Because he's definitely on the east side. Because I pulled up a compass on my phone, and it... Yeah, if you imagine a line from north to the opposite. Well, here, let me see here if I can pull up a compass and drop it in. Yeah, he's got to be on the east side of it. Okay, no, I don't have my keyboard in front of me, but... Like, he's got to be, and then, like, he's got to be on the east side of it, based on the compass. Like, I know the compass moves around a lot. Let me see if he's got a shot where it
falling from the sky.
points relatively northward.
Do you see it? I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it. We're almost at the... Do you see it? I wonder what that is. Let's head over to it.
So he gets it. He gets the north pointing where on a compass rose would be east, which means that north is in that direction, meaning that behind him is east. So he's on the eastern half. Right? Like, I'm not crazy for thinking he's on the east side, right? You know, just thinking about this in terms of, like, the compass for a second. Well, my instinct was that he was on the east one anyway, coming from, like, the Great Plateau and stuff. Because the walkable ledge is on the north side of it, meaning in order to be approaching it this way, he must be on the east side. Otherwise, he would be on the other side of the mountain range, approaching it from the west side, and, like, the lake, like, it would look different geometrically. Geographically? Yeah, we are definitely going to have to fight this out when it comes out. But, like, you get my point about, like, that's where the ledge is that you can walk along, and that's where the the little, like, abandoned goblin station is, or not goblin, but bokoblin station is there, and... Well, it's possible that they've removed the stable from the west side. You know, we don't know what all they've changed. We're using the landmarks of Breath of the Wild to think about Tears of the Kingdom. But, like, we don't know if the landmarks hold true. We don't know if this is a quest that takes place before Breath of the Wild, whether it takes place after Breath of the Wild, whether or not they're even connected on a temporal level. Like, we don't know about any of that. So as far as we know, like, this could just be reusing the same basic geometry, like geography of the same Hyrule, but otherwise carry nothing else over of it. That's entirely possible. Because like in the original Breath of the Wild, they didn't have the Zonai, but in this, they don't seem to have any discussion about the Guardians either. So maybe this is an alternative universe Breath of the Wild as well, and it's on a different branch of the timeline. But I'm just thinking about it. This to me seems like they're coming from the east side. If I grab my Breath of the Wild cart here, which I'll do. Implord, I'm not sure if you're here for my Breath of the Wild stream yesterday, but I played some Breath of the Wild, and you can go see that on the pre-record on my YouTube. I come down this river in there because I was making my way to Hateno Village, and I know that if you follow this river, you end up at, Hateno Village, because you've got to come from the east side, and I got sick of dealing with the Octoroks popping up and shooting me, and so I went over onto the thing and kept going. So that's why I instinctively think east side based on like the rough geometry that I see here. Now that's entirely my own speculation, though. But we are definitely going to have to hash this out when the game comes out. I'm not sure if you were here for it, but I said when this game comes out, I am doing a live stream where I just go completely off the whatever the tutorial area is, like the equivalent to the Great Plateau. I'm gonna go until you've got Well, it's entirely possible, too, that the geometry has changed, but I really think we're on the east side. Now, I could be entirely wrong, and we could be on the west side, and the compass is just wonky. But the geography of it, the compass, make me think that it's the east side. Here, my roommate does some amount of like survivalist stuff, and he's off today, so I'm gonna call him in to see if what he thinks about the direction of it. Alright, like, I'm really sure that we're on the east side here. Because of the way a compass is, and the rough geometry of it. I just want to know that I'm not crazy for thinking we're on the east side. But anyway, this has been the live reaction. This will be posted up on YouTube as soon as possible. So if you're watching this on Twitch, please feel free to go check out our YouTube channel at @nitsudge_nobel. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, please feel free to come over and check us out on our Twitch channel at @nitsudge_nobel. And you're watching from either of those two places, please feel free to go check out our Twitter at @nitsudge_nobel. And from either of those two places, you can come check from Twitter. You can come check out either of those two places. And Implord, you're saying it's because if the tower doesn't exist, we can't tell the sides apart from the little things. That's fair. It's fair. All right. Well, I'm gonna call the stream here. I hope you. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna end the stream and I'm gonna fire up Breath of the Wild. And I'm going to get myself right here. I'm going to completely sidetrack from what I'm working on. I'm going to get myself here, just so that way we can compare notes. So I'm going to call the stream here, but then I will be back in, like, less than 2 minutes firing up a Breath of the Wild stream. So we can compare notes on that. So please do stick around, implored.